Hello and happy Nadam Days, everyone. Dorami is happy to be back with our latest episode. I'm Ayuka.
And I'm Rainbow. And for today's new release, we have a special interview with South Korean first traditional ska band, Kingston Rudieska.
And on What's On, we're going to talk about the highlights of the Mongolia's largest music festival, Playtime, which was held last weekend.
And on Music ABCs, we will introduce Mongolian ethno jazz band, Alphisik.
That's right. Stay tuned.
So this is new release, and this week we had a very special guest, which is the band Kingston Rudieska from South Korea.
So the reason why we talked to them is they had released a new music video, and also they are one of the performers of the Playtime Festival. So hope you enjoyed the interview, and let's watch it, right?
Yeah, right.
Okay.
안녕하세요. We are Kingston Rudieska. 낯설은이고 되는 건 없고 내 귓가엔 사람들의 속삭임 누구 얘길까 관심 없지만 내 얘기만 아니었으면 하네.
Nice to meet you. I'm Charuk Choi. I play trombone.
My name is Cheongdar from Kingston Rudieska. I play trumpet.
My name is Suga Seogyul, singer and percussionist.
Yeah, hello, I'm Song Nagwon. I play saxophone.
Great, and thank you for coming to Mongolia, and I
Thank you for
really
that.
appreciate your presence. And so you are the first ska band, and I'm really curious about this type of music, ska. And actually, I'm not familiar with it, and only ska band I know is a Japanese band like Tokyo.
Ska Paradise.
Yeah, that's the only band I know. So can you please tell us about what is the music ska?
Yeah, many people like reggae music. Many people know the Bob Marley.
Oh yeah.
But ska is not that much popular than reggae, I think. But ska also came from Jamaica in the early 1960s. It's actually is before reggae music. Yeah. So ska became reggae in the middle of the 1960s.
Now everybody can do the ska. It's a new dance that goes like this. Now.
So and listening is all around the world. Yeah, each country have ska band. Yeah, and every country ska music is different because of they based on their country's kind of
music.
feeling. Yeah. So we play Korean ska.
And also language.
Yeah.
Does that mean you put some Korean music elements,
Yeah,
some touch in it?
Yeah.
So that must be really
So we can call
interesting.
K ska.
Oh, wow. Okay, ska.
Every time, every day, every night, I can feel your smile. 우리 손잡고 이곳을 떠나자.
Ska band is many all over the world.
Oh, okay.
Italian ska band and American ska band, Jamaican, Japanese, Korean. Same melody line and rhythm, but language very important.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Last night we are Mongolian reggae
Oh,
and dancer. Mongolia.
cool T-shirt.
I'm
here.
first time singing Mongolian reggae. Very exciting.
Cool.
Oh, good. Yeah.
So I believe like you're having this kind of language, like even though you're Korean or Mongolia, you're just talking with like a ska language.
We don't understand language,
Right,
but I feel so music is power.
That's
Power,
cool.
yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah, I have got a question about the name of the band. So Kingston is
Rudieska.
the capital city of Jamaica, right?
Yeah.
And so the Rudieska, so can you please define the meaning of the Rudieska?
When in Jamaica music, people saying rude boy. Rude Boy is skanking people and ska music people. So we made it Rudieska.
Actually, I'm also very curious about your band. Like, when did you form, and since when did you start playing ska music?
It was such a long time ago.
You have like a great 15 years.
15 years.
That's
Yeah.
a long
started
time.
24.
20.
Yeah, started.
So, like, what really draw your attention from the music, this kind of music?
Because I liked, I used to like reggae music, and then jazz music, and then punk rock music. I liked every genre. And then also he used to play punk rock.
Oh wow!
He also played the punk rock, and he's a jazz saxophonist. Yeah, it's a very unique combination.
Rock and jazz.
Yeah.
And rock and jazz.
So you have this really different musical background.
Yeah,
like
yeah. Because ska music accept every genre. Yeah.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
So
it's kind of
so-
hybrid. I think it's a very hybrid genre.
Also, I would say it's so flexible,
Yeah, yeah,
right? Like
yeah.
combining different kind of music.
So the number one reason you have arrived in Mongolia is, of course, the Playtime, which is the Mongolia's biggest music festival. And so you're going to play in the stage there tomorrow, right?
Yes.
So what kind of songs are you going to play there, and like how excited are you about it?
We really happy to meet Mongolian audience. This time is the first visiting, first to meet Mongolian audience. So exciting.
We tomorrow play first song. First track is Korean traditional song.
Oh, cool.
We arrange ska music.
어기야
디어차 어기야 디어 어기야 차 뱃놀이가 잔다.
Wow, thank you.
Say yeah, 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 sing it. Say yeah, 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 yeah. Say yaga, yaga, wa. Say chaga, chaga, wa. Say brrr, wa.
So I believe there are so many young listeners who are just introducing themselves to the ska music. So can you give us a small tip, like, no, not just tip, like, what is special about ska music? Like, kind of a tip, okay?
I feel ska music. Ska music started Jamaica 1960. We have never been there, but ska music is feeling very similar. Luchi music is all same. I feel.
You know, ska music is not difficult music. It's
Not difficult.
just dance music.
Dance
So
music.
people can dance like
happy music.
I see.
like this, like this.
So is
Yeah.
there like any special dance moves there? Or?
이게 바로 스타 댄스 얘기다 한번 더. Down your head and swing your arms and shake your hips. Now do this, do this.
I
This
feel
is a ska dance.
I feel
okay.
African roots music, Korean roots music, Mongolian roots music, very similar sound,
Oh, wow.
feeling. So ska music is everybody can enjoy.
Can
Yeah.
enjoy
Yeah.
and have fun and dance. Oh, okay. I really
Last
love
night,
about
I'm listening to music on the taxi, Mongolian traditional song. Yeah, oh, very good. Very, very similar feel.
I'm also curious that can you make any type of music into a ska type?
Yeah.
Like-
It's possible to
Possible.
put any genre. Yeah.
Ah, that's nice.
Yeah.
So, and there is a new release, and
Yes.
which is called the Monorail,
Yeah.
and it was released on June the 28th, right?
Yeah, right.
So, but when I listened to it, there were like no lyrics.
Yeah, it's just instrument music. Yeah.
So, what's the meaning of the Monorail song? And it doesn't have like lyrics, so you have to understand the the music, I guess.
I think this music is good for traveling. Yes, and nature and travel. Dun, da, da, dun, da, da, dun, da, da, dun, dun. And slowly. Yes.
Yeah, always-
Slowly life.
And when I listened to it, it made me feel like very relaxed.
Yes.
And so the music video all it's showing is in Korea, or like did you go out? And there was a plane, right? And where did the plane go?
Actually, that video is filmed in Japan. Yeah, he
really?
traveled in Japan many times and took the video. iPhone phone camera with few small camera. So he edited the film. Yeah.
So, yeah.
And also, monorail is not common in Korea. Yeah, yeah.
So yeah.
I didn't.
Know that.
Yeah, I didn't take monorail.
So time is up for our interview, and I really appreciate your presence in our studio. Thank you so much. And now we are going to watch a new release. And before that, do you have any message for Mongolian audience?
Yes.
Beat Mongol hashtag.
So playtime. The Mongolian annual and largest music festival has been held last week from
Yes.
July 5th to 7th.
Yep.
And actually, Ayuka and I had attended the festival as well. And for Ayuka, I have a question. And what is your general opinion about this Mongolian music festival?
Okay, so actually, like this time was the first time that I ever attended the Playtime Festival. So the general whole experience was wonderful. So it was much more like better than I had expected it would be. So the people were like very stylish, and also the organization was like very very well organized, and there were like lots of various events were being organized. And there was just no time to be bored there.
And about the festival, I have a small information about it. It was first organized in 2002, which means it was their 18th year.
Such a long time.
Yeah, it's quite a long time. And the special thing about this festival is it's not only music festival, right?
Oh yeah, so it has got lots of various events there, right?
And the Kingston Rudieska, who were our guests for our new release, they also played at the Playtime Festival on the second day. And I loved their performance. Yeah, there were so many cool bands out there. And Ayuka, we have mentioned that there were 3 stages, right? And one stage is totally dedicated for new wave stage. And is there any new band that you fell in love with from this year?
Yeah, so this band is I already had fallen in love, but this is the Sham. Yeah, so they played in the new wave stage, right, which is dedicated to introduce new bands and their songs.
And as you see, this Playtime Festival, not only a festival, it also supports the young artists and helping their musical career to improve, right?
So there were many wonderful Mongolian and international artists in the Playtime Festival.
Playtime is amazing. I was here last time 3 years ago, and it has just grown and become amazing. More international bands. The crowd is fantastic.
And I also want to highlight the fashion that you mentioned before.
Oh, yeah.
Because, you know, the walking around the Playtime Festival means you can watch all these fashions and
all
trends.
those fashion colors.
Yeah, it was
So they
really
were
cool.
everywhere.
Everywhere.
Yeah. So we're also very looking forward to the next year's Playtime Festival, and we hope to see some of you there next year. This is the music ABCs. And what is the letter today?
The letter for today is A.
Oh, and A is for?
A is for Arab Music Ethno Jazz Band. So these days, Mongolians are celebrating the very traditional Naadam festival, right?
So such a good choice. But I was wondering that how can you combine jazz and the Mongolian ethnic music together?
Oh, right. And so it's their style. It's their unique part of them is exactly that you mentioned. They combine ethnic music and jazz. But actually, it's really hard to talk about music, right? So I really want you to watch their performance after our introduction about them.
And so how many musicians are there, and what kind of music instruments do they play? Do they play the saxophone or trumpet because they're a jazz band?
Yeah, right. When it comes to jazz, people always think about saxophone or trumpet, right?
Yeah.
But this band, they have 7 members, and they play Mongolian traditional instruments like meruhor, which is horse-head fiddle, and harp, and percussion instruments and piano. So basically, they use these instruments to make the jazz arrangements.
So have they participated in like big shows or maybe like competitions to make them like popular?
What I know is they made international scene at the radio at Seattle, USA.
Oh wow!
This
so
radio
neat.
is KEXP radio, and they performed in 2014, and
Happened 5 years ago.
yeah, just
good for them.
5 years ago.
We did not like talk about when they founded their band. How many years have they been forming?
So the band has been performing since 2009, and they actively working on their music, and they're really active on SoundCloud, and which means you can visit their SoundCloud and hear all those unique music.
And what song, like what music video are we going to watch? By them?
Right, for today we are going to watch their music video.
And one thing is that for our international viewers, they don't know what Arabitlik means, right? It's a Mongolian word. And how do you describe it to them?
Arabitlik means the yin and yang.
So like
You
two
know.
like energies that are together, and one is like depicted black, and the other one is white, and they complete each other.
Right, that's totally right, and I'm glad that you asked about it.
So let's watch the fantasy, right?
Right, let's watch it.
So this was our episode, and we've talked about playtime, and we talked about some really cool bands. So what did you like about today's episode?
I really liked about our interview with Kingston Rudieska, the Korean band.
Yeah, it's actually our first time to have an interview from a band together, right?
Yeah, together.
Yes.
And they were so energetic, and we had a really good time.
Yes, and it was very wonderful to see them on the stage. Yeah.
Correct. And how about you, Olga?
I actually like every time you introduce a new band because our music taste is kind of different.
Right.
Yeah, I listen to like this, and you listen to more classic or jazz
Or ethnic type.
And I'm not very familiar with them, but thanks to you, now I'm getting to know another wonderful side of music, and so I really love that. Yeah, so that's about me. And so for our audience, I hope y'all liked our today's episode. And also, this is also in Nadam Day, right? So we really hope you're having a wonderful Nadam Festival. And we will be back with our next episode next Friday. Bye.
Bye.